Hey everybody, Dr. Earl here. And I got my tablet here and I'm reading all these things about something you may have heard about, CET. Now, it's a degenerative brain disease. And you may have heard of it a couple of times before, but it has not, of course, didn't get into the full spotlight. That was until pro wrestler Chris Benoit did the shit he did back in 2007, killing his wife, his son, and he later himself. Now, and the reason I'm bringing this up is because I just found out on the Facebook news feed that Arron Hernandez, the former New England Patriots NFL player, committed suicide while serving a life sentence for murder. Apparently, he murdered 3 people. Now, an autopsy was done not soon after that, and it said here that researchers said that he did suffer a severe condition of this disease. So basically, I guess it was stage 3 from what I read earlier. And right now, his lawyer has announced a lawsuit against the New England Patriots and the National Football League because they were hiding the signs and hiding the dangers of this. Now, according to this is from the MSN.com here. It's under the sport, of course, under sports as well. Now, Hernandez killed himself this past April whilst in his prison cell where, of course, as I said, he was serving a life sentence without parole. Now, they said that he was shown various signs of memory loss, aggression, mostly aggression, that's one of the big ones, contributors to that, and impulsivity, which is often contributed to CET. Now, the only thing about the CET is that it cannot be diagnosed until an autopsy is performed. You can't do a lobotomy and find it right then and there, sadly. So there's no way that they could tell if you're still alive, if you have it while you're still alive. They could only find out if you're already dead. Now, according to this, the lawsuit, which was filed in U.S. District Court, claimed that the NFL and the Patriots failed to protect their players' safety, leading to the disease that deprived Hernandez's 4-year-old daughter, I think it's hard to pronounce it, because remember they have funny names now. It's spelled Aville. I think it's spelled Avel, I think it is. Now, it claims that it also robbed his daughter of her father's companionship. Now, the spokesman for the NFL, Brian McCarthy, said that the league has not seen the lawsuit and could not comment. But a New England Patriots spokesman did not immediately respond to a message seeking comment. So the course they're not going to respond or say anything. They're going to be like, hush, 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 to the time being, because they want to protect the NFL from such cases as this. But apparently there are other players out there who have had this happen to. But apparently, according to this, he was arrested for the killing of semi-football player Odin Lloyd, who was dating the sister of Hernandez's fiancée. He was convicted, sentenced to life in prison. Now, the conviction was voided because he died before his appeals were exhausted, and though that ruin itself is being appealed. Now, This is probably another big case of CET grabbing the headlines. Of course, that being, as I said, Chris Benoit, the late WWE pro wrestler. He apparently had the brain of an 80-something-year-old Alzheimer's patient. Of course, right now, apparently he's still like, that case is still has left a big dent in the tour bus of wrestling as it is. And I wonder if this is going to left a big dent in the NFL world. But if I was the staff of the NFL, I would have definitely looked into this. Because right now, there's a big black mark across the NFL for the past couple years. And it shames me to hell that the NFL has not stepped up to making players responsible for their actions, and also not looking into situations such as this. And when I'm speaking about players being responsible for their actions, they could at least, did some major suspending or letting go of players doing despicable actions like Ray Rice did when he knocked out his fiancée in a hotel, in an elevator. I mean, it was caught on camera. We all saw it. I saw that and I was like, what the fuck? These guys are considered heroes, the NFL players. They make tons of money. They make tons of revenue. They get all the sports cars. They have all the nice mansions. They got the trophy wives. And yet, we see shit like this going on. I mean, and it pisses me off. And let's also not forget, that a couple years back, I don't know if the NFL actually did this, carried through this out, but there was talk of them making performers and artists, bands, paid them to play their halftime shows. I'm like, what the hell? Why do we need come on. That really makes no sense to me. Is the NFL hung up on non-money, or do you just want to make more? Or maybe because they're trying to use that money to bail their players out when they get in trouble with the law. We see it all the time. I'm going to suggest this to the NFL. I'm going to make this brief before I head to bed. Start looking into this shit, bros. These are your players. These are the guys that earn the NFL money. These are the guys that bring in revenue to you. Start looking into this stuff. Start coming up with some plans on making sure these players don't get hurt all the time, especially in head-wise, because when you get brain damage, there's no going back. Maybe you could come up with some better helmets with extra padding just in case. That sounds like a good idea. Because right now, as a few years now, since the Ray Rice bullshit, the NFL has a big black mark under its name. So, my suggestion to the NFL, start stepping your game up, okay? And my heart goes out to Hernandez's daughter. Hope you find peace. My prayers are with you, kid. Okay? I'm Dr. Earl. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.